Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live we ain't quite afternoon yet. Well, this morning, after the big game yesterday, congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Also, congratulations to Notre Dame for making it that far. I got my man Mossberg of Level Up Sports 10 here with me this morning. How you feeling this morning, bro?
Man, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good, man. Congratulations to those Buckeyes as we see Zen Master rolling in. And hats off to the Notre Dame team that a lot of people didn't see getting there, man. And, they did their thing. But these Buckeyes, man, we can say what we say, man. They national champs. They done took a road that many won't take, many can't take possibly. And it started off, man, CFP, man. They champs. Zen Master, we see you up and moving. How you feeling this morning? Champion.
I done got me a natty. I done got me a natty.
Feeling good, man. It's good to have you in here this morning, man.
We all feeling good this morning, but we ain't all feeling as good as you.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I'll be feeling way better if I didn't have to come to work, dog.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. You ain't got to stay the whole day, do you?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm about to leave out in like an hour or so.
But you got you a natty.
I got you a
natty. I would do 18 hours if I was a Buckeye after winning a natty.
Hey, me and T1 never went to sleep, dog. We already rolling off of 18s.
There go Parlay Poe in the chat.
Parlay Poe said go blue.
Come on, tap that link, Poe. Come on. Tap that link, Poe. Come on.
Man, it's always good.
I seen all the comments and the messages, Poe, talking about the ops and Come on, man. Come on up here, man. Let's talk.
Hey, man, let's hit a little bit of these questions, man, about this game and get y'all's thoughts on what y'all think. Parlay Poe said you still hurt, Zen Master.
Nah, I got a natty. He hurt. He over there salty.
Did Notre Dame play better than y'all thought in this game, man?
I feel they could have played a lot better. But one thing I can say is just watching these games lately, even big games, Penn State, Indiana, some of these games, Ohio State's been the difference. So I think they, putting that pressure on teams to where that is a great question, but they could have played better. But Ohio State's just that tough, I think, at this point as well.
Yeah, I think they could have played better too, man. They started out that first drive and they go down 18 plays and get the touchdown, but the offense was spent after that. The rest of that half, they was done. They couldn't do anything else, man, and I thought that really hurt them on that drive, especially with their quarterback running 8 or 9 times on that drive and the power falling on it. He was spent. So I think that kind of hurt them.
Definitely.
Hey, somebody decipher what that means. What are you talking about, Poe? What is
He said you hurt, which that means you sauced up.
What does that mean?
Sauced up means you've been tipping that bottle.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm deprived of sleep.
Celebration happy. That's all. It's good, man.
I'm deprived of sleep. Hey, listen though, man. I said yesterday, bro, the dude was gonna have to run the ball, bro. The quarterback, he was gonna have if he had it in him to muster up 50 runs in that game, they could have won that game because we could not stop that QB run. He just ain't have it in him though, We could not stop that one play. We knew it was coming, that whole first drive, and we couldn't stop it not one time.
And that's what we was talking about. I think when you take 18 plays to get 7 points, that's a great defense. If it's taking someone 18 plays, and I think he was spent, like you said as well, off that first drive. That's a long drive, and that'll wear on you. And that's just the first of the game. So I think that definitely hurts.
After that drive, I wanted to see if their defense could get Ohio State off the field quick, 3 and out, 5 and out, whatever, and see if their offense could come back on and do that same thing again. But of course, they didn't have. Ohio State went down and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think we punted all day. I think we had one punt.
Y'all might
We
not
had a
have. Right?
fumble. We had a
Oh yeah,
fumble.
y'all did punt at least once.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Run it back, bro. We did not punt one time in that game. We had a
Let me check. Y'all
fumble.
might not have.
Yeah, we had a fumble, and we scored on every other possession.
I think y'all did punt once. I think that number 37 got a little run on that little punt. I think you punted at least once. But let me check though. But let's go to this next question though. What was wrong with Notre Dame in the second and most of the third quarter? What was wrong with them? What was going on with them that they couldn't score no points?
We was just overbearing, bro.
Yeah, I say they defense, man. Ohio State's trenches. You know, when we sit back and we say, like, for me, watching this team, I wanted to see how they would bounce back after the Michigan loss. We could sit back and say they lost to Michigan 4 times in a row, whatever we want. But I think the amount of what the college football world got and what made them national championships is that loss. They played every game after that as if that loss meant that much and more. So I think coming into the season next year, I think Ohio State has definitely got that on their mind. But I think that defense in them trenches, man, they definitely stepped up, and that was the difference maker for that second and third quarter for Notre Dame, not being able to do anything.
I feel like they should have tried the passing game a little bit earlier in that game, like they did towards the end. I mean, of course, towards the end, you lose it by so much, you got to pass the football. But I think it eventually found that they had some matchups that they liked, and I think they probably should have tried that a little bit earlier. But maybe Ohio State was playing the type of defense that they couldn't get that off because they were able to run the football. So Ohio State switched up eventually and started to stop the run with that quarterback. So
Yeah,
maybe that's what kept them from being able to get any points. But I really believe Notre Dame just shot themselves in the foot on that first drive, letting that quarterback run that many times because he was done for almost the rest of the game until he started passing. But he wasn't trying to run the ball no more. That's for sure.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, that was the only play they had. Hey, you seen the first play? They tried to give it to Jeremiah Love, and it got bottled up. They got scared to run the ball with the running back ever from that point. You know what I mean? When you feel like you can't run the ball against somebody, other than when you doing QB runs and you putting that extra man, that extra blocker down. I mean, it's hard to go ahead and go to the passing game too. You don't even got no belief in that. That's not what your team was built on. So it was like a whole bunch of offensive confusion. Like, what do we try next? You know what I mean? It wasn't really they didn't have no game plan because they couldn't throw the ball all year. So I mean, why would you show faith in it now? You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to them dudes though, man. They got heart, dog. I give them that. They got heart.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. They try to make a comeback, man, and they play really really hard. But I think we've seen that Ohio State, especially in the playoffs, is without a doubt the most talented team in college football this year, man.
Yeah,
They are very very talented, bro. What could Notre Dame's defense have done better in this game?
I mean, what they could have done everything different. I mean, they could have got pressure on a QB and definitely stopped the run at times. And if they would have been able to do that, and as well as like the third downs that they had opportunity to make plays, they gave up too many big plays on third down. And I think that was a difference maker. That one dagger that they got. I think when Jeremiah Smith got that big play on that third down, that was a dagger. So when you not stopping teams on third down, I think that's definitely going to be a difference maker. Ohio State, they chew that stuff up all day.
I agree with Parlay Paul, man. I think they should have played a little bit more zone. Um, one thing I don't understand about some teams and some coaches, man, if several teams have shown you a formula that works, you at least you had 10 fucking practices to prepare for that, man.
Yeah, you got to
You
use.
should have took a page out of all of those teams' pages and tried to do something. But they play way too much man to man, and Now, I like Ryan Clark's son. His son can play, man. I liked him. But I thought that they took advantage of those guys playing man to man. And then that allowed the quarterback, Will Howard, to run the ball, man, and make plays with his legs. And I think that was really the difference in the game, him being able to use his legs in that game. What
Yeah.
about you, Zay Master? What you think they could have did to slow down your Buckeyes?
I mean, maybe we wasn't watching the same game because I seen only 2-man plays in the first 2 possessions. They was playing a lot of zone. This is a team that played 85% man. They didn't cut back on the man to man so much in this game that like y'all want them to just scrap everything they did all year long. I think they had the game plan and they just didn't have enough to win the game. Like, you know what I mean? They had the right game plan and they did as much as they could out there. They just lost to a better team. That's it.
The game plan, if anything, they didn't use Love. I mean, so I don't know about the. It was.
We talking defense. We ain't talking offense. We talking about the defensive game plan. They did that. And how could they use Love?
How could they? But what I'm
Our
saying
run
on the
defense is
defensive
stout.
side, how would they? They could have took something out of the playbooks, though. I think they should have done that.
Man, they lost to
definitely
a
could
better
have.
team, bro. You could say what you want, bro. They lost to a better team, bro.
Oh, we
Oh,
agree
they
they lost to a
hey,
better team.
hey,
We
Poe,
agree
I
they
already
lost to a
watched
better
the
team.
game twice. Go rewatch it. I already watched it twice.
You know, I'm not watching no Buckeyes twice. I didn't even watch the whole game last night. Come on, man.
Hey,
I
listen,
already
listen.
rewatched it twice, dog.
You got to respect that, man, because we are not going to watch your Buckeyes twice, bro.
We, it,
You know
look,
what? I didn't even watch it. I only watched highlights of the Texas and Ohio State game. I didn't go back and watch the whole game like I normally do.
yeah.
Man, no, that's crazy, man. Y'all gotta stop sipping that hater juice, man.
Well, maybe if it wasn't our last game of the season, I probably would have. It was the last game of our season. What the hell I need to watch that again?
Yeah.
To see what you in store for next year.
But we're going to get to that later on.
Oh my God.
So congratulations to the Buckeyes. What did Ohio State do well in that game?
Man,
Ohio State football. I just think they play well in the trenches. They defense, man, play lights out. And we talked about Downs. Downs literally, what do you call him, Zen Master? What you call him?
he the boogeyman.
Man, like that dude literally comes down. I watched him from that first defensive play on down, even though Notre Dame drove 18 plays, just watching how he commanded the field after that drive. I mean, shout out to the Buckeyes and what they do, man. But having a player like Downs separates your defense from anybody's defense, man. And he's a gem. I think he's a difference maker for sure for that game. Just my opinion.
Well, I mean, Ohio State ran the football well with their running backs, at least with Junkins in the red zone, at least. You know, he had 3 touchdowns in that game, one receiving, 2 rushing. I think that they ran the ball well enough. And then they used Will Howard's legs on a lot of runs, too, that I thought was the key to the game. That totally threw Notre Dame's defense off. And I think that was the difference in the game, and that's what they did well. Because he only passed for 207 yards. He didn't have he had a high completion percentage, but he didn't have a lot of throws down the field other than that one to Jeremiah Smith, which I don't know what that defensive back was doing on that play, but I think they ran the ball well in this game.
Man, I thought the defense played good, but it was by far any stretch. It wasn't our best defensive performance this year. Too many penalties on defense. It was Igminosa. He was holding left and right. You know what I mean? But the offense really took the defense and picked them up this game. I felt like Notre Dame had no answer for our offense. None. So, I mean, it was a little bit of everybody, too. I mean, Trey had some big runs. Junkins, that run that he had on the first play in the second half was crazy. It was like kicking down somebody's door and being like, I'm here. You know what I mean? And when that happened, it was just like the game over. But shout out to Notre Dame for clawing back after that, because you could have easily just gave up after that run. Will Howard played bananas. Ibuka had some big time plays. Cornell Tate had some key catches in that game. I thought the whole offense was good. Well, Chip Kelly was in his bag. That reverse he rung up for Ibuka, that the one he fumbled, I was like, oh man, that was a great play call though. Even though it didn't go successful for us because we fumbled the ball, but it was a great play. That looked like the same play call we ran against Texas the week before when Junkins had that pancake block when we motioned Trey and gave him that little handoff and he took it. He took it for about 40 yards. So I mean, he was just in his bag yesterday with the play calls, man.
That pancake block was targeting.
Oh my God!
Said the pancake block.
The pancake block was targeting, bro.
Okay.
You got our man Shorty Rock. Shorty Rock in the house. What's up, Shorty Rock? He said, "Go Colorado." He said, "Grand risings to us." Shorty Rock, I can't wait to get on that bike with you, bro.
Hey, good to see you in here, Shorty.
Was Will Howard the difference in this game, man?
Absolutely, he was.
I was about to say, yeah. Will, man, I was thinking about him. I think his draft stock hit another temperature, man. Like, we got to give credit when it's due, man. He balled out, man. He been doing what he's doing, averaging 300. Regardless of what we say, man, Will Howard got the job done. And if you take him away from this team, man, I think you won't have what you have. So we do got to give him his respect. Difference maker, MVP, in my opinion.
Will Howard might not get drafted high as a quarterback, but man, listen, he was the perfect dude for what they wanted to run this year, man. He was very accurate. The plays they ran, the wide receivers would be wide open, so he didn't have to, throw the ball into tough spaces all the time. He did a couple of times, but he was perfect for that offense, man. And I'm happy that he was able to win that game, man, and be the MVP because he deserved it, man. Because he really balled out all season. When you go back and look at his stats, he really balled out all season, man.
Yeah, man, dude. Like, if I'm an NFL GM for real, and I think I might need a quarterback, I might take him like the third round for real. Nothing too crazy, especially if you got an experienced guy already on the roster. Let him come in and learn something, man. Because, I mean, he got the physicals. He's 6'5", 240, 245 or something like that, I mean, if you can get his mindset to be right there where his skill set is, man, you might have something, bro. You might have something, bro. Dude definitely balled out, though. Hey, I hope I run into him, too, man. You know what I mean? I might buy him a beer or something. Yeah.
Hey, respect, definitely.
How important were the Ohio State portal transfers in this game, in this season?
3 touchdowns from one. Boogeyman on defense. I mean, them 2 players, man, you can't speak more on them 2 players. And then Will Howard to lead the team. You come into the university, it's a lot on your shoulders as a quarterback. And I think he held up and he did his part, man. You bring home a national championship and take the route that you took. And it speaks volumes, for him as a player and the staff as well, to bring him in and for him to do what he do, as well as Downs and Judkins, a few other ones they have as well.
Parlay so posted, in the words of Howard Marsh, Vegas was all over this. I think he did say that. I think he did say that on Facebook too, especially when Notre Dame started coming back.
Man.
I really do believe that they're portal players, not that they were the reason why they were winning games, but when you look at Caleb Downs and what he did for that defense, that was unquestionably probably the key to their defense. And then, of course, Will Howard being the quarterback, man, in the perfect system for him. Because when he was at Kansas State, he wasn't able to do the things that he's doing now. And then Junkins being able to give Travion Henderson, who has been injury prone, a chance to go ahead and not carry the load like he needed to do. And having Junkins out there, man, really helped. I think he was their leading rusher, too. I those three guys, man, were three key pickups for them. And I think all three of them had a part in them winning this championship for sure.
Yeah, them dudes were definitely all key. I don't want to forget about our award-winning center, McLaughlin, that we got from Bama. I don't want to forget about Josh Simmons. We also got out of the portal. I know them guys were hurt, but they played an integral part into our season as well, man. We're not forgetting about them either. Caleb Downs definitely unlocked the defense this year. We had a top 10 defense last year as well, but the difference with the defense this year and last year is you got a little more versatility and a little more freedom in the middle of that defense to allow your corners and your front seven to play a little more free. That dude, he covers all the football field, and you cannot tell me that doesn't help out the other 10 guys that he playing with. Offensively, I dare somebody to say that Kyle McCord would have made us win this championship. No, he wouldn't have. He's not Will Howard.
I'm gonna say what I said a couple weeks ago, man. Kyle
He
McCord
threw 5
better than Will
interceptions
Howard.
in one game.
Listen, like I said, Kyle McCord better than Will Howard at the end of the day.
He threw 5 interceptions in one game alone.
He playing at Syracuse too.
Yeah, and that's where the lights ain't even as bright. The lights is brighter in the Ohio State University. Yeah, he couldn't measure up to the pressure. That's why he left.
He didn't have Jemiah Smith or any either. So
now you making excuses, man. I don't do well with excuses, bro.
I think y'all's record would have been the same, but I don't think y'all would have won a national championship with him because when you look at it, Will Howard's legs was the difference, and Kyle McCord don't have that. So I think that's the only reason why he probably wouldn't have won it. Now he damn sure wouldn't have beat Texas, because Will Howard was the key in them beating Texas too, because he had a couple of crucial runs that got them the first down too. So yeah,
it's kind of hard being a quarterback and being a statue nowadays. You can't be a statue.
Yeah. I mean, classic example, Quinn Ewers. The fact that he could not do the things that Will Howard was able to do with his legs, that's the difference. That's what really hurt Texas offensively. The fact that this dude cannot extend plays because he don't have the ability to run like other quarterbacks do. Let me ask y'all this: did Chip Kelly call a good game in your opinion?
That one play I think he called, like the one play I think it was, I don't know if he switched up how he called that one play with Smith, and instead of throwing to Smith on the left hand, he ran with Henderson that first play. Like I was watching how that is, but I think Zen said something about he could have called a better game. I thought he would have called some explosive plays at times, but I guess for the team they were playing at Notre Dame, he really didn't have to go into his playbook. But it was an okay game for me. I think he could have called a better game with some of the plays that we know he can call, but it was okay for me. I think good enough for the team they were playing.
The play calls that he made all the way up till they got 31 points, fabulous. But when they got that 31 and he started doing that old bullshit running the ball, I was like, dude, why are you taking your foot off the gas? You ain't got to keep on running the football. Keep on doing your passing game that you was doing. Don't let up on these dudes. Why? That's how they got back in the game. He should have kept the damn pedal on the metal and kept on, doing what he was doing to get the 31 points.
No, I totally agree, bro. You know how many one-on-one situations I seen before we threw that bomb in the fourth quarter with a minute and so left? I was like, man, this is exactly the time that you take the top off with Jeremiah Smith, because now they in desperation mode. They want to blitz and play man-to-man on the outside. Take the top off of him, man. And, I mean, up until them 31 points, I was like, man, he called a fabulous game. So, like, to grade him out, I'll give him a B+, because we got out of there with a dub and we got enough cushion to where he probably felt like, all right, let's just milk the clock. But, man, I'm one of them, too. Like, I want to keep my foot on the gas.
Yeah, it's like they be worried about maybe having turnovers and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you ain't worried about no turnovers when you got the 31.
Facts. Yeah, them quarterback sneaks did help out.
How good will Ohio State be next year? Now, you got wait before you start answering. You're about to lose 16 players to the NFL. Probably all 16 are going to get drafted, and that's going to be the record for the most players drafted by any one team in the NFL draft. 9 to 10 of them might be on the defense, bro. All you're going to have is your boy Downs and maybe if Styles don't go pro. What you think, man? Are y'all going to be good next year? What's up?
We're gonna be a top 5 team.
That's all you got to say?
I mean, I wanted to see y'all's reaction when I said that first.
I can't answer that question. I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, listen, let me break this down to y'all real quick. We got Jeremiah Smith, Cornell Tate returning. Hey, Ibuka is out, but Miles Graham, a 5-star. You next up. Julian Saying, you next up. Hey, offensive line work. We got dudes in the portal. We got the 6'8" dude from Rice, and we got 3 returnees coming on that line, or 2 returnees coming on that line. We got to shore up right tackle, and then I think left guard. That's going to get figured out. I got faith that Justin Fry, he don't recruit as well as I like, but as we've seen, he know how to coach. That's how we was able to survive all these offensive linemen going down. Hey, on the defense, yeah, we losing all these dudes, but our 2 and 3 deep is so deep. All these dudes that's coming back next year, they're recognizable. We know their names because we seen them getting reps. Jeremiah Matthews is coming at corner. He's CB1. And we got Bryce West and Aaron Scott that was both 5-star corners is next up. We got Simpson Hunt. He's the next slot. He's the next Jordan Hancock. We got Boogeyman back there. We seen Jeremy McClain. We seen the linebacker. We seen Arvell Reese. You know, we seen all these dudes, bro. And they dudes. They're guys. Like this is all homegrown too. This is all dudes we recruited out of high school. We seen McDonald on the defensive line. We seen Canoe on the defensive line. We seen Kenyatta Jackson on the defensive end. We seen Caden Curry at defensive end. We know all these dudes, and they all can play. That's why we've been asking for them to rotate, because they can play. Now it's time to hit the summer, get better, work on your craft, and come out and take over the throne.
Well, I mean, they definitely got y'all in the top 5 right now in the preseason poll. In some instances, y'all number 1.
I wouldn't be mad at number 1.
I said I wouldn't be mad at number 1.
I'm just saying, man. We got the number 1 quarterback in his class coming to start. You know? I mean, the only position group that I'm really worried about is running back. That's the only position
really,
group I'm worried about.
Who y'all got there? Didn't y'all just get a dude?
We got James Peoples, but we so thin in that position. It's ridiculous. We are thin. We got the dude out of the portal.
Sam William Dixon, hometown. And y'all got that dude in the portal from West Virginia. Y'all going to be solid at running back, bro.
We're thin, though. That's what I'm saying. Barring injury, it could be like how we had 3 years ago when we had to put Chip Trainum at running back, and he was a linebacker. It could be like that. That's how thin we are at running back.
Remember Downs, you know, he's trying to get some of that action too, so y'all might be solid.
We ain't putting not it wouldn't be him. He too key on the defense.
Well, this next question, man, is really a question for you Ohio State fans out there that's watching, and for you, Zen Master Zaya. Will Ryan Day and Jim Knowles be coaching at Ohio State next year? Some fans treated Day and his family badly after the loss to Michigan. Knowles' girlfriend works for OU, and Venables is interested in him, and Oklahoma State is interested in him as their head coach. What you think, bro? What you think?
I think it might be time for Jim Knowles to go for another head coaching job. I mean, if that's his interest. If not, I don't see him leaving Ohio State to go take another coordinator job. Ryan Day ain't going nowhere. I know. He know what come with the job. You know what I mean? We got some psycho fans, and that's just what it is. He know it.
Well, the NFL want him bad.
He ain't no NFL dude though.
He was in the NFL for a couple years.
Yeah, that's why he left.
Yeah, I figure that's how Steve Sarkisian is too, man. He eventually, I think both of them might end up going back, but not no time soon, I don't think. Let me ask y'all this, man, because I'm kind of concerned about this situation, man. Should portal players be able to transfer to schools that are on their the two schools that are on their schedule when they leave? Should they be able to go to other schools that are on their schedule next year, and they can go and tell this team all your information that you had during that season or that time that he was at your school? Is that cool?
Yeah, it's it's modern day. That's what I'm gonna say. It's just modern day. You know, I wouldn't like it, but it's kind of modern day. It's like me and Zen could be hanging out. This is how it is. You know, they hang out together, and then guess what? He leaving Zen an hour later, and he telling everything they just chopped it up about. So I think it's a modern day thing, which sucks. But I say you just got to be prepared for any and everything now with these sports, with the way everything is with the portal. I don't like it.
Nah, I always felt like you shouldn't be able to transfer to any team in your conference. Uh, I like you remember no and Moss. Y'all remember back when Cam Newton had transferred and they was like, you can't go to no team in this conference.
Yeah.
None. That's why he went to the JUCO and then transferred back. Because it was like, nah, bro, I don't see nothing about ethics like of how that's cool, bro. Like just ethical. You know what I mean? That's not cool at all, bro. Like I never liked that rule ever.
Shorty said the portal opened up a whole can of worms. The reason why I asked that, man, because it's crazy because, Amari Niblock played at Texas last year. He transferred from Alabama to Texas. Now he's transferring from Texas to Texas A&M.
Right.
This dude that learned our whole freaking offense, all our signals, all our calls. I mean, of course they're gonna change him, but still, the fact that he's able to do that, I think, like you said about Cam Newton, that used to be a rule that you couldn't transfer into your conference.
Yeah.
This portal need to get that together too, man. That needs to become something that listen, man, you ain't playing at that school. You want to go somewhere else? You just can't go somewhere else in the conference, bro. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, and the crazy thing that when you mention that is how when we played Boston College, even though my Seminoles ain't shit, but we got trounced by BC, and their quarterback was our quarterback the previous year, and it seemed like they knew everything. We ain't get nothing. So yeah, I hate it personally. I don't like it.
Yeah, Don B. Go ahead, Zay.
It's gonna be even tougher to implement that rule though because of these super conferences, bro.
Yeah.
Like where you gonna go? You ain't got nowhere else to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? All the teams is in two conferences.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Don B said NIL dictates where you go. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Whoever gonna give you the best bread and the best opportunity for you to play, that's where you're gonna go.
Just a quick question on that. I was thinking, Zen Master, WTP Sports dudes, if you're the best player, like just like a Travis Hunter, and you coming in top 5-star, would you be willing to go to a school that literally has done nothing, won a game, or just won maybe 2 games the previous season, and go put that team on the map as a 5-star player? Would you be willing to do that? Just on how they got all this Neil stuff, because that the possibility of bringing money in would be, I think, even higher with you being that type of player. I just always thought about that. Would somebody be willing to do that?
Man, so like you can't really judge people's character. We could just judge off of ourselves.
Right.
If I'm a recruit, bro, and I'm a top 5 dude, and I can literally pick anywhere I want to go, bro, I'm just gonna pick off of comfortability, bro. Like, do I like this place that I'm about to have to spend my next 4 years in? You know what I mean? Like, do I like the people and the vibe of the environment that I'm in? You know, I wouldn't pick it on nothing other than that.
What if you get it from a lower school though? What if you get it from a school that's crap?
That's why I said it don't matter. It's the most comfort, because I'm a former crash out, man.
Right.
I gotta be somewhere where I could thrive.
Right.
You know?
Don B said if his family hungry, yes, he's out. And he brings up a very valid point, man. When your family is hungry, bro. I mean, we've all heard stories of some of these players. I mean, Shannon Sharp, for instance, they was eating possum and all that other kind of stuff, man. They was dirt poor. What's the linebacker that used to play for San Francisco, but he retired kind of early? Same situation.
Was it Patrick Willis, I think?
Yeah, Patrick Willis. Yeah, man. Listen, when your family need that bread, bro, you will go wherever the highest bidder is, and if it's a bum school, you ain't worried about that. You worried about your family, bro. And I don't blame you. For me, there's one part of me that says, yeah, I will go to this school so I can make them better. But then there's another part that says, hell no, I want to go where I can win championships.
Right.
Miss Jordan says, sorry, I'm late.
Morning.
Good to see you, brothers. It's good to see you too, big sis.
Good to see you, man. Somebody never late. Yeah, as long as you jump in, you're never late, man.
That's right. I'm going to ask y'all another situation, man, that I just found out about today. So Wisconsin had a player who wanted to hit the portal, who filled out everything he needed to do to hit the portal. They would not let him hit the portal. They did not put him in the portal. They kept him from doing it. And they said that they had a memorandum of understanding agreement with this player that he had to commit to them for 2 years. And they did not put his name in the portal, bro. Ooh. They're saying that the whole Big Ten is in agreement with this, and that's what they're trying to put in place is memorandums of understanding that each player that they get has to commit to them for 2 years, especially with this this bargaining agreement they got with every university getting money now. What's your thoughts on that? Is that cool?
I love it.
I think we hit that too. We hit on this a couple of different times and trying to figure out what would be the best thing. I love that. That shows loyalty, Zen. I love it because you got to play. It's like you signing that contract. You're not going to come get this bread for a year and get up out of here on no nil deal that elevates as you here in this university. So I think that prepares them. I think that's a great thing. It's preparing them as young men to be grown men after life of school. So I think that's a great thing for them to have in place and even put in place for other conferences. And I think I think we'll see a difference.
I put it to y'all like this. If it is in place like they say it is, why the young man, if it ain't, why the young man ain't contact his lawyers yet?
Well, you know, they're saying that he's going to take it to court. And I'll guarantee you now, if he takes this to court, he's getting out of it. There's no way, no court is going to rule in the university's favor. It's the way the portal is right now, they're not going to rule in their favor. But I agree that at some point, this kind of thing needs to be in place for these athletes, man, that you got to at least commit to that school for 2 years at least. And I think it's a good idea.
Are you sure the court will rule with him if it's a contract? If it's a contract in place that's notarized.
Well, it's a memorandum of understanding.
So that means it's in writing, though.
It's in writing.
So that means that document had to get notarized.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Maybe so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Did they read in between the lines?
Hey, listen, if they let him out, I wouldn't be surprised if he had to pay some money to get out of the contract.
Oh, I'm quite sure he do.
That's cool. That works. That's amicable. You know what I mean? If you got to pay the money back that the contract states, then that goes. That's both sides win-win. But now they already paid the kid. They're not just gonna let him walk. Now you got to honor this contract, or we got to get all that money back.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Hopefully it'll be out in the public so that we can all take a look at it and find out what the ruling is. But I thought that was kind of interesting that they didn't let him jump in the portal, man. And I don't think there's anything in place that will prevent him from going into the portal, but the university stopped him. So they never put his name in the portal, even though he filled out the paperwork.
This NIL and this portal thing is creating a whole bunch of young men divas.
Say that again.
This portal and this NIL is creating a whole bunch of young men divas.
God, y'all divas.
Yeah, that's what it's creating, bro.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, though, man, when we've had all these years of these players not being able to get money, starving, all the horror stories that we done heard, man. I mean, what can you expect them to do? I mean, they don't care about you calling them no diva. They were thinking about that bread.
Right.
All right, well, I deserve reparations. Me and Moss, we both, you two know, we deserve reparations.
Oh, man, for real. Hey, listen, I'm serious. I want mine. I
know. I heard about how cold that jumper used to be, man. We deserve our reparations over here, man.
Yeah. Listen. If all three of us play the game out right now, y'all might beat me.
Listen, I'm putting
that about 10, 15 years ago.
I ain't gonna lie. 15 years ago, I'm handing it to you. I'm gonna hand it to you because I already know that was my shooter. I'm running around doing everything. I know where my shooter at. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told this story, man. When me and Mossberg used to play in the school league, they had a school adult league, man, at Afrocentric. Now listen, I already knew I'm only good for one half of basketball. I'm gonna give you everything I got. I'm gonna get you buckets out of this world. But the second half, my legs ain't gonna be there.
Man.
So listen, we playing these games, man, and I'm giving them everything I got in the first half. I probably got like 20, 22. But the second half, I'm like, Mossberg, it's all you, bro. I'm giving you the ball. You do your thing. And he killing everybody. Killing them. I'm like, yeah. That's how we go out to win every game.
I wish we
I
could get
give
it
you
back,
nothing
man.
in the second half, bro. The whole second half is all you.
And all I would do is find him. My goal was to find him because I know second half come, I'm running around all day. I'm finding the whole first half. I'm just shooting free throws. That's all.
We ended up winning the championship, right?
Yeah.
One of their players got in some trouble and he had a back warrant or something, so he had to go play his ticket. So anyway, he makes it to the game. We whoop them, right? They want a rematch. I'm like, dude, we just put your hand over on a rematch. I'm like, nah, bro, no rematch, man. We the champs. Give us our thing.
That's it.
Don B said, if you go to a school and you're a running quarterback, but they put you in a pocket, you should be able to bounce. Oh, I agree with that, man. If the scheme don't fit your talent, you should be able to bounce.
Yeah.
You should be able to bounce. But I'm hoping that those offensive coordinators understand what they got and they build a system around the quarterback that they got. But that don't always happen. Because I'm telling you right now, Steve Sarkisian does not like his quarterbacks to run. I'm anxious to see what he's going to let Arch Manning do when it comes to his legs, man, because he don't like for his quarterbacks to run. So I'm hoping that he creates something to where he can help us get some of them first downs we need, like he did in certain instances in the playoffs.
You think that's something y'all might save for the playoffs?
I'll tell you right now, he ain't going to show it a whole lot during the regular season. Only if it's pertinent and he need to. But otherwise, he going to save that for the playoffs for sure.
Man, I've been hearing about people down talking Sark too, man. I don't like it, man. He done brought y'all out of the dark ages, man. They need to show him some respect, bruh.
Yeah. Texas is a tough place to be, man. When you talking football, Texas is football, bro.
He done brought them out of the dark ages, though, Moss.
Nah, you right. I mean, I agree. It's just how it is in Texas, bro. It ain't nothing. Once Sark do what he do next year, get them boys back on track, it's just gonna be a different feel. Contract extension, the whole nine. They know what they got in him. They just want to see it quick. They feel he could do it.
What is
now.
this, year 4 for him?
This is year 4, yeah.
What year
He
is this
got a
for?
Big 12 championship. He won the regular season in the SEC. He lost in the SEC championship, and he got what? 2 playoff appearances or
Yeah.
1? 2.
2.
You
Come
can't
on,
be
man.
mad.
Come
Them
on, man.
back-to-back appearances, man.
We gotta put more respect on some of these guys out here, man.
And then he getting big wins against prestigious schools, coming in a conference, putting them on notice as a whole conference as well. So you got to give these coaches credit. And then, people could say Day lost these last 4 games. He's brought Ohio State 2 natties. We gotta think. Is it 2 or just 1? My bad. Is it 2 or 1?
It's just 1. He
It's
went
just 1.
to 2
But
championships.
think of his resume. It took him some years to get here. So, okay, he ain't won a Big Ten, but you get him a natty. You got to put some respect on some of these coaches' names, and it might take a few years, and that's why I'm trying to be patient with Norvell. I like what he did with us the year before. He went through a hell of a slump this past year, but I like what we got coming in these next few years to see what he can actually do. So I agree with what you're saying. We got to give him some time to develop and see what kind of scheme they could bring in and what they bringing in as a unit and whole. Give them that time. So
yeah, hey, Ryan Day got some Big Ten championships under his belt too, though.
No, I'm saying just the previous years when he didn't get it.
Yeah.
They was riding him about that. Like, let the man breathe. He brought you a national championship after not winning the Big Ten championship. So what you got to say now? That's just my thoughts on it.
I just hope that Texas can pull a Michigan Wolverines. Go 2 years, don't win it in your 3rd year. I'm hoping that we make it back next year, win the whole thing. So when we get on this channel at this time next year, I'm gonna be the happiest dude on the set.
Hey, guess what? It's officially the next day after my natty, and I am the defending champion for 364 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I plan on being there, and taking on any challenger for my crown next year.
Yeah, well, it's gonna start with us meeting up again, and you wearing a Texas shirt next year, beginning of the season in September. Listen, don't wear it on Labor Day, bro, when I can't see you.
Now we got rules, man. It's the first day of the business day, and it's the next stream. That's the rule forever, bro.
There it is. So 2 years in a row, you're gonna be wearing Texas gear, bro.
But look, my team proved the regular season doesn't matter if you make it to that playoff, man.
Yeah, they sure did.
They proved that it doesn't matter. You just got to make it to that elimination round.
They sure did. I mean, I know all Ohio State fans are saying thank you for the 12-team playoff.
Facts.
You said facts.
Because, we wouldn't have made it this year, bro.
If
this was last year, we wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, we wouldn't have made it either.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have made it either. I mean, Georgia would have been our representative, and I can't believe we lost to them dudes twice. I'll give them the first one, but the second one, I couldn't believe that. That was some bullshit. And then Notre Dame dogged. Like, come on. And then Notre Dame just get the hell beat out on by Ohio State.
Man.
Hey, before we move on to your next question, how do y'all think Notre Dame is going to be next year?
Is Riley Leonard still going to be there?
He's done.
Ooh. Oh, well, they backup quarterback. He can throw the ball. I don't know how well he is running the football, but he can throw it.
He got a backup quarterback. They said his legs move, but he more so throw. I think more so than run. So,
when I seen him, I liked him.
Yeah, he looked good.
I don't think there's anybody on their schedule where they're gonna lose 2 games, so they'll probably be right back there again next year.
They got a decent schedule next year. They got a decent. I like their schedule way more than I like their schedule this year.
Let me check them out real quick.
They got Miami. They got they play Arkansas. They play NC State. They play Boise State. That's a sneaky game. They got some games that next year though. They got like 4 or 5 games next year that I wouldn't just necessarily just say they're gonna automatically win. we got to see what the other teams got. But
Oh, they do got a tough one. They got Miami. They got Texas A&M. They got
yeah,
Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, USC, Navy, Pitt, Boston College, NC State, and Syracuse. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got
we
about
got
4
to
good
see.
games, though.
We got to see how some of them teams turn out to be for sure. But that schedule looked way better than the one they played this year, just on paper.
Yeah. I feel you on that. They got about 4 or 5 games that's gonna be like, yeah, you can lose. You can
Yeah.
definitely lose. Okay. Well, I ain't got no more questions, man. But whatever else y'all want to talk about, we can. We coming up on 50 minutes. We can go about an hour. But it's up to y'all if y'all got anything else y'all want to discuss.
Yeah, my bad. That was Mom Dukes, man. You know what Mom Dukes calling.
Oh
I had
yeah.
to answer
Tell her I
that.
said what's up.
Got to
Oh,
remove yourself every time.
yeah, man. I was
Oh,
like, hold on, she called
like
twice.
this.
Yeah, I was.
You busted.
I didn't really have much to say, much else as far as in anything. They got me going in on this clock. I got to hit this clock and cook for the people at 2:00 today. I'll be in Westerville, man. If you want one of them celebration meals or something, Zen Master, man, hit the phone, man. We'll be in
Hey,
Westerville for you.
I'm
today,
sorry, man. Wifey already congratulating me with a healthy meal when I get home, man. It's brunch.
I
So
already know.
I gotta take her up on that. You
Oh
feel me?
no, I already know, man. That's how it's
Yo,
supposed to be, man.
Guess what's
hey,
gonna
the
happen after you eat that
celebration,
brunch?
huh?
Guess what's gonna happen after you eat that brunch?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
For hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. For
It's over
sure.
with. I'm gonna send you a text and check on you too, man. But
I'll be good, man.
I don't really got
Hey,
much else.
I'm gonna have a victory shot too. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Double up on that one.
Yeah, for
Oh, I
sure,
appreciate
Don.
it,
It's a
Donnell.
blessing to hear from your mom Dukes. That's right.
Oh yeah, man. And then I know we got some NBA games coming up this week. College basketball, tap into that as well as these playoff games. So other than the stuff that we talked about within checking on each other's teams, doing some streams about that. Um, I don't really have much else this week as far as NBA, NCAA. Tap into that because it's starting to get good.
Yeah, we definitely plan on plugging in NCAA basketball on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we'll try to deal with NBA on Wednesday and Friday, and then the weekends, of course, for both of them because both of them have high volume games on the weekends.
Weekend, yeah, for sure. But other than that, man, all the people that's tuning in, man, Donnell, Miss Essence Vibes, everybody that's always tuning in, like, subscribe, tune in. Always, we appreciate you. And just stay locked in and all your notifications on because we're going to be typing in. We don't know if it'll be later on today. We might just get the whereabouts about a game or an interview or something. And we'll definitely be coming to you and talking to you about what's going on. Definitely the playoffs. We got the NFL coming. That's a for sure. So we'll be talking to you about that tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be early or the afternoon. Other than that, Zen Master, WTP Sports News, as we always do. We always tell the people, peace. I knew you was gonna rock that shirt. City League TV, man. We know you might be getting you some rest, man. Big win. Congratulations on your Bucks. And we can't wait to see you on stream next time, man. Peace out to the home.